What's happening, folks? Welcome back to my studio. So we got some updates on the Battalion movie figure inspired by the Power Rangers movie. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. So the last time I talked about this topic, the Legacy of Nerd posted it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram about Battalion's upcoming Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie Green Ranger figure. And we all had feelings about this a while back, and this was how it looked before. Now, even though I like the concept, I just don't like the shield because it reminded me too much of the 2017 armor because I just wasn't a fan of it. And you do recognize the dragon coin, which doesn't even look like a dragon at all. It looks like Godzilla or a reptile, in my opinion. You know, the Green Ranger shield, and I don't really like it at all. And plus, not only that, but it doesn't have the yellow arm pad he had in his original costume. So that was pretty much my only complaint I had by Toy Battalion. But there's this new update that is the final version, which looks a lot better than the first version. And of course, he comes with the Sword of Darkness and the Dragon Dagger, and the helmet accessories comes off a bit. I'm surprised there's no civilian head sculpt with it. You know, I would have loved to see how Tommy looked in his helmet form based on the 95 movie. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, the final version looks pretty good. It looks way better than the other version because at least he comes with the Sword of Darkness and the Dragon Dagger. It looks great. The shield looks like more accurate to the TV show, but done in movie form. Just imagine if Jason would have stayed leader in season 2 and onto the movie, then we would have probably had pretty much like Jason, Zach, and Trini stay as the original Red, Black, and Yellow Rangers, but Jason could have stayed as leader and Tommy could have stayed as the Sixth Ranger or the Green Ranger at that, and he would have lost his powers. But just imagine if they went to another dimension, and there's like this Green Ranger that is not Tommy, but an alternate version of him, but more evil and twice as Dominicus, I don't know what, facing off against a White Ranger Tommy. That would have been one of the craziest moments in film history because the movie is in its original continuity instead of being connected to the TV show like Turbo was. But to me, I would like to think that if he would have looked cool in live action, can you honestly imagine how ugly the Dragon Zord would have looked in the 95 CGI, even though it was being made in 94 before the actual film was released in 95? Just imagine the Dragon Zord looking 10 times worse, not matching the lighting and everything. Frame by frame, match by match, matching at the same time, even though they filmed this movie in Australia. But by anywho, I'm glad that the final version is looking like the source material, in my opinion. But these are just some of my opinions, so I wanted to bring this to y'all about what the final version looks like before we actually get to see what the toy looks like. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below.